Okay, 10.3 asks us to look at variable overhead variances. And again, remember these variances are always the same. You're always comparing standard to actual and comparing that to actual standard use times actual output, actual use times standard rate. They always stay the same, okay? So, the red numbers is the information given, so let's go through and do some arithmetic. We should have used 5,600 hours. So our total standard variable overhead is $280 per hour. So that works out to $15,680. So altogether, we have a $270 unfavorable variance. But we need to see if that's an efficiency variance or a rate variance. So let's take a peek. And this is just like the labor variance. So we're going to take our standard hours times our standard rate. Okay. And then we're going to compare that to our actual hours times standard rate. Okay? And that's going to give us our efficiency variance. So our standard hours at our standard rate is this number. Our actual hours times our standard rate, okay, comes to 16,240. Okay, because we have to take our actual hours, 5,800, times our standard rate, and when we compare that, we come up with an efficiency variance of $560 unfavorable for efficiency. Now we need to do the same thing again, looking at the rate variance to see how that worked out for us. So, we're going to look at our actual hours times our standard rate, 16,240. Okay, and we're going to compare that to our actual hours at our actual rate. And when we do that, that's the 5,800 hours times 275 per hour. Now you had to compute that. You had to take the 15,950 that they actually paid and divide that by the 5,800 hours that were worked, okay? So when we do that, we come up with the 15,950. And that gives us a $290 favorable rate variance. And when you net them, 290 favorable against 560 unfavorable, you come up with a $270 net unfavorable variance. I want you to just practice these, and eventually you're going to see that they really are pretty much all the same.